Hey fam, it's me, Miss P. I'm here again. Got a little chat for you. First and foremost, it's February. It's a short month, but we're going to take what we can get and let's celebrate our Black history. I want y'all to check out my shirt, right? Look at that. Got good Black vibes, African Americanism all over the place. Check it out. Check it out. All right, so we want to celebrate us for sure. So this weekend, I wish you all a great weekend. There's a lot of activities and festivities going on out there for Black history. Please take advantage of them. Study up on your history and your culture to make sure that you know where you came from so no one can take it away from you, okay? Because education is the only thing that they can't steal. All right. So I keep saying that I'm not a big political buff, but I keep coming on here and wanting to talk about something in politics. And let me tell you why. Because every time I turn on a TV, which I do try to stay abreast of what's going on, not only because I have kids and grandkids, but because I still am living in this society. So I do need to know when I'm stepping out my door what I'm dealing with. But let's talk about this balloon. So the other day I mentioned being kind, learning how to interact when you're talking as an official to an official, right? It's important. And even when you're not talking official to an official, but when you're talking person to person, learning how to interact with other people, learning how to be respectful of other people. Again, you don't have to agree with everything a person says, but you should at least be respectful of the fact that they're talking. You understand what I'm saying? And while they're talking, because there's going to be an opportunity for you to share your piece, but while they're talking, just do one of these, pause, and then, if you have a comment or something of that nature, if there's a Q&A section, you can raise your hand and then you can, state your piece. There's always time for that. But what we witnessed was officials, and I'm not going off track. I promise you I'm not. This is going to circle back around to what I'm getting ready to say. We're talking about officials. That was a room full of officials. That was a room full of politicians. It was a room full of councilmen, Congress, the president, his cabinet, people of that nature who have control over other people. And not just a small amount of people, but a large amount of people, to include myself. But you were not representative of me, because that's not what I would do when the president is speaking. Let's just put that there. However, and let's not even talk about the female, okay? As a female, learning how to conduct yourself. Not to say that men should not conduct themselves properly, but it's seen differently when a female conducts themselves, all right? So when a female opens up their mouths and says something or acts inappropriately, it's just different. It's terrible, but it's different. So that was just a no-go for me. But let's circle back. So the balloon is still in the news. We all know it was flying over U.S. airspace. It came via Alaska's direction over Montana and then over a couple of other states until they shot it down. The Chinese said it was a weather balloon. Okay. If that's what you want to believe, no problem. It was a weather balloon, is what they stated. They also said that it went off course, which I think that was a lot off course, but we're going to leave that where it is. And they said that they had at some point lost control over it. That's what they said. I saw it. So if that's the case, then we had every right to shoot it down. Not only was it in our airspace where it does not belong, but we believed that it was doing something else. But here's my problem. We could believe that it was doing something else, but do we have to share that? This is what we do as a country. We are always people in political positions standing and, again, representing the rest of the people in this country. We don't always have to answer to everything that's told to us. If they said it was a weather balloon, let's just take it as it was a weather balloon. We're going to shoot it down because we know that's what we need to do. When we shoot it down, we investigate, which is what we're doing right now. We're finding the pieces, we're putting them together, we're reviewing it, we're checking it out, we're testing it to see what it did, what it was supposed to do, and what it's not going to do anymore. We're doing that. But why do we got to tell everybody? Once again, People are watching us. They are listening to us, our friends and our foes. There are people out there who emulate us. They want to be like us. So they're watching because they're like, oh, wow, America. Yeah, they're great. But then there are people out there like, oh, I see you. Those are the ones that we got to watch out for. And because we don't know who they are, mind your mouth. Mind your mouth. Please be careful, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in any kind of position of power, okay, be a little bit diplomatic about what comes out of your mouth. Your actions, the things you share, where you share it, and who you're sharing it with. The media loves drama because the people who watch the media, listen to the media, love drama. Hence why I turn it off, because I'm not a drama-filled individual. However, there are a lot of people out there who love it. So we have to be careful what we're saying, when we're saying it, how we're saying. Stop sharing the schematics of everything that we're doing. Stop telling them the departments that are working on these projects. Stop putting all of that information out there, because once again, like I said in the video the other day, and I'm going to continue to say this every time I'm talking about politics because it is actually true, the people that are listening are looking for loopholes. They're looking for the avenues where they can stick their little thorns and devil's misers in there, because the devil is busy all the time. And that's where they're going to infiltrate. And when they infiltrate, they spread like freaking disease. And we're giving them the end. We're giving them the opportunities. We're giving them the mole holes. We're doing that by this little tool right here. And yes, we all have one. Some of them are really pretty and all of that, and I get it. But we got to mind what's coming out of it. Please. If you want to talk about preserving your America and taking care of your country, then watch what comes out your mouth. And I'm not talking to one person or two people. I'm talking to all of the people, everyone, who is in control of other people, who makes laws, rules, and mandates, who puts out decisions that affect the entire country and sometimes people around the world. It affects them. So you got to be careful what you're saying. It's Friday, and it's supposed to be a cool and chill day. And again, I'm doing my blackness, right? So I do apologize if I went off on a tangent, because I didn't mean to, but it kind of just heats me, and this is why I don't look at the news. The news can be utterly depressing, and sometimes we just need to take a step back and think about things before we open up our mouth. That's what we need to do. And again, everybody's not going to like what I'm saying, and it's cool. It's okay. But as a person, we just need to learn how to speak to each other, treat each other with kindness, and be aware that people are watching. That's all I wanted to say. All right, guys, you know what? Have yourself the rest of a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And this is Miss P, and I'm out.